Welcome to my second YouTube video. In this video, we will be covering early specialization. Jayanthi et al. In 2012 defined early specialization as intense training in one sport whilst excluding others. It is thought that early specialization is a must for some sports, such as diving and gymnastics. Malina et al. In 2016 stated, these sports require instruction and repetitive sport-specific activities and skill at a relatively young age, for example, for ages 4 to 6. One example in professional sport is Tiger Woods, who was described as gifted and talented from the very start. He's been a role model for a lot of sportsmen from a very young age. This is evident through his sacrifices made from the very beginning. For Tiger Woods, this level of dedication paid off and is still paying off to this day, with an astonishing 15 titles to his name, his first coming at the very young age of 21. However, this isn't the case for sports like football. Williams in 2009 conducted a study in academy football and came to the conclusion that most won't even become professional. 90% won't make the cut, therefore showing sport really is a tough nut to crack. Why is this, you may ask? Well, Malina in 2010 has some suggestions to why this is the case. Firstly, pressure from parents, coaches and other peers may affect an athlete's mental health, driving them away from the sport, or on the positive outlook, pushing an athlete in the right direction, putting them on the right path to make it to the pro level. Secondly, role models. The people that an athlete looks up to may determine the level of passion and want they have for the sport. Therefore, it is vital for a young sportsman to look at the correct people that will give them this knowledge, influence and inspiration to take them to the next level. Next is finances. This can be the make or break for many young athletes. In sport, you are required to travel to all parts of the country which cost a fortune. As well as this, in order to make it through the talent pathway system, you may be required to go to the correct schools. In many cases, these are private schools and cost a lot of money. Therefore, if you don't have these funds, you may find yourself at the bottom of the ladder. Case myself with cricket. The county team consisted of private school kids, which made it near to impossible to break through and get a chance to shine. This has also been the case for many other up-and-coming athletes. Finally, you need to have the want to be the best. If your mentality isn't strong and you don't have the will to make it to the top, you won't. One great example in sport is Cristiano Ronaldo, who is well known for being one of the hardest workers on and off the pitch. Ben Foster said that whilst he played alongside Ronaldo at Manchester United, he was the first to arrive at training and the last to leave. One night in the Champions League, he only played 20 minutes. He decided to go back to the gym and work as if he played a full 90 minutes. As much as this may be an extreme example, this want to be the best is what gets you to the top, and is the reason Ronaldo is where he is. Moving on, Ericsson et al. In 1993 stated, 10,000 hours of deliberate practice is required to become an expert performer. However, this can be seen as very demotivating and exhausting for any athlete. Now, let's look at the drawbacks of early specialization. Number 1, no real sampling of any sports. Number 2, no foundation of fitness, according to Anderson and Mayo in 2016. Number 3, Malina in 2010 suggested that it contributes to social isolation. There is also a massive increase in risk of injury and burnout, according to Meyer et al. In 2015. We're going to look into some preventative strategies. Improve motor skill development, sample different sports, introduce an age limit to early specialization. Finally, coaches need to start focusing on the long-term development of an athlete rather than just the short-term. To conclude, we're going to look at a preferred method that combats early specialization. This is early diversification, which is thought as playing as many sports as often as possible. This method exposes children to a multitude of sports with a focus on playing rather than practicing. It provides an environment that may nurture a genuine love for the sport, so productive structured practice may follow. The belief behind sports diversification is that physical and cognitive abilities may develop quicker via playing multiple sports instead of just one because of a potential crossover effect. For example, instead of only developing hand-eye coordination as it pertains to hitting and throwing in cricket, a child playing cricket and football can also develop foot-eye coordination, footwork and running mechanics.